Bluetooth connected.
Okay, this one's Anywhere But Here, also by Purist.
It feels so sad in the summer. We're going under. Pull up the covers. Sounds like car crash and thunder. Losing a lover, your mother, your brother. I want you to take me anywhere but here. I want you to take me anywhere but here. Anywhere but here. Smells like jasmine and clover. Blood rushing over and over and over. Now we drop our composure, drunk and a sober. Just take me home, 'cause I need you now. I want you to take me anywhere but here. I want you to take me anywhere but here. Anywhere but here. Tell me your life. Choose want you to take me anywhere but here. I want you to take me anywhere but here. Anywhere but here.
All right, kids. Hey, kids. This is X-ray vision, also known as pulse ray vision, also known as Max. And I'm coming to you live from Quattrocico Studios in my mom's basement, where we get all the hot pockets we want. We've got a very, very special guest that I was just on an amazing stream with. I've got another amazing guest that pops in from time to time to tell me to not spill so many secrets about our project. Let me bring them up here on stage. We've got Whitney Magic, and we have Cody, creative director of our team. How's it going?
Hello. A little outfit change there from you, I see.
I put on the spacesuit when there's a really important day rolling over, or when we have very important guests. So I threw this on in honor of you, Whitney. I was like, I've got to pull out the spacesuit. We're going to Saturn, baby. We're going so far out there. You got to dress appropriately, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me? I should have dressed the part. Anyways, hey Cody, nice to meet you.
You too, Whitney. Nice to meet you. I got to get a spacesuit.
Right?
Instead, I just wear his other swag.
Do you want to make people shit their pants right off the bat, Cody? Do you want? Okay, everyone in the audience right now, all 21 of you, everyone go and get a diaper on or something, because we're gonna reveal a couple things we have planned with the collective that's gonna make you shit yourself.
Yeah.
You'll think you're prepared, you think you're ready, you're not ready. You're not ready for this at all. I'm not ready to say this.
What is it? I don't need to know. I want to know now. Don't wait for them anymore. They put their pants without a diaper.
As we were saying in on Whitney's stream, we're talking about the collective, which is our group here, and which let me, before I go into that, we've got 12 million more pulse in the WishWell recently, and we have 116 wallets on Pulse connected. So our collective is 116 people strong, 18 wallets on base. But as you can see, this collect right here, we start as an informant, and as you get more points through the WishWell and the mining and the minting eras, you get to rank up into these higher ranks. And some of the, like I said, it starts off as simple stuff. Excuse me. We're going to have really cool stuff like stickers, t-shirts, all that good stuff, swag that we're used to in the crypto sphere. But then it just gets stupid after that. Like
Wait, are you gonna tell them about the things you told me you were afraid to tell people about yesterday?
Like my stomach hurts right now.
You tell people?
Yeah. I don't.
Okay. Good.
Cody's put together some insane plans as far as marketing and going for. And don't get me wrong, these are not easy to achieve with like $50. You're definitely going to have to go in and put your sweat into the community.
But the thing is it was really important to me when I developed kind of the strategy behind the whole tiered ranking system and the collective and the way that I tied those things together. It was incredibly important to me that we do all of that with a focus on creating value for the community, not necessarily just for our own ends. And so that's what we've done here.
Yeah. So I mean, as you rank up, you're gonna get stuff like customized patches that you can put on a spacesuit and show to our meetup with like your jackpot or whatever level you are. So we're gonna be cool as hell. First of all, that's pretty new. We're gonna have signed and high quality printed posters of the NFTs for certain levels of the collective. So we'll send you something you can frame. So you'll have your NFT from that series, but you'll also have something you can throw on the wall behind you, which I've got a green screen now, so you can't see some of my prints. But that's kind of cool. Signed copies of the book, Rings of Dust, things like this that are like pretty unique to us. And then it just gets crazy.
Just do it.
One of the rewards in real life rewards that you get for reaching a certain rank in the collective is a custom watch. And I'm not saying a custom watch like the brand name is custom. I mean, like, this watch is the only one made for you. You have a custom watch that nobody else in the world has, and it's made specifically for you.
It will be branded, so it will be branded, but hopefully by that point, you will be so in love with the community and every one of the members in it that makes you happy.
Yes. So that's something really cool. Look forward. It's worth tens of thousands of dollars, and like I said, you're gonna have to work to get those, but we are going to incentivize behavior that is the best behavior for the community. And right now, like I said, it's the WishWell. Pretty soon it'll be mining, and then minting. And after that, all bets are off, because we could be working on our book, getting it edited. We can get an audiobook made. We can also start doing some really strong marketing and community outreach that we can be rewarding you guys with points for as well. But really, it's like, if you're here now and you're participating in these different eras and getting the bonuses and the multipliers, that's the fastest way to rank up. Again, another one of these rewards is a custom spacesuit, Cody.
This one is a real big. It was definitely Pulsar Vision's idea. This reward, it is the Grand Admiral reward. It is like, the reward, his idea, but I really ran with it and had a lot of fun in conceptualizing it and finding companies that might be able to do this for us. And so tell them a little bit about it.
Well, this is a custom spacesuit. Like, it's a replica. Obviously, you're not going to go into space in it, but it's like a legit spacesuit with like your name, insignia, and all your patches sewn on it, especially for you, sized for you. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah. It's something that normal
Max's
people wouldn't want.
Max's spacesuit is nice, but the one that will come with this reward will be significant. The higher you rank in the collective, you become a significant member of the collective. You can become a significant member of the drive, of the mission that we're all on. And so why the heck wouldn't we actually reward you in a significant fashion? And we are going to.
Yeah, so that's super cool. And but before you get to that level, there's another reward, an in real life reward, which I don't even understand the logistics of myself.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I like that reward there, especially because it's a little bit more achievable than the next level. So we'll have more people reaching that. And I just want to give more people more stuff if we can. Guys,
we're giving out cars, okay? Like, we're giving away
Hey, man, I've run the numbers. It's fine.
Cody thinks we're Oprah. Cody thinks we're just going to give away cars and vacations and cool stuff.
I think Oprah's gonna think she's you. I'm just along for the ride, trying to like give shit away.
What are you guys doing here? Crazy. What?
It's insane. It's something we've never seen done in crypto before. We've seen sneakers, we've seen really expensive pieces of art, but we've never seen someone mend and blend some of the stuff we want to. Thanks to blockchain technology, we don't even have to know these people to do some of these events or rewards. Like obviously there's somewhere you're going to have to give us a shipping address or whatnot, and the car, well, that's a whole nother thing. But like it's as simply as having like a really big event. If we have a really big party, we can actually send people a fraction of pulse and a code word to their wallet. So let's say you show up to one of our events and you have the code word. Well, I mean, everyone that's part of the community is going to come in and they're going to get into the party, right? We're all going to have fun to party. But those people that are ranked up really high in the collective, they're going to get like the whole VIP treatment. Like they're going to be hanging out with the DJ. They're going to be getting all sorts of cool like goodie bags and stuff like that. You're really going to be, feel our love and support and appreciation for being here at the beginning when this was just an idea and a website. Like we still haven't even released some of the contracts that we're having audited right now. And so like a lot of this stuff is on faith and goodwill and love. And we wouldn't have it any other way than our day ones jumping in like this. Let me add another guest to stage here. We've got Mr. Brightlight 57, the founder of the Yep token. How you doing, man? Are you hearing this? Did you shit yourself? First of all, that's a question we're gonna ask everyone when they get on. Did you shit yourself when you hear we're giving away cars?
That's the one reason why I got on stream. Like, how in the hell are you guys gonna like send cars over the blockchain? Like, how you?
Well, here's the thing. Like, I don't know a fucking thing about crypto. I come from the like normal ass corporate world,
like business and people and physical things.
And so Max brings me in and he's like, "Hey, you're just gonna come start doing stuff like in this world with me, so you can get to know people and get to see what I'm talking about." And immediately I got really hooked because I was like, "There's so much fucking opportunity here, like so much opportunity to just inject a little business all over the place." Because you have like all of this value bundled up and people are wrapping it in what they believe companies and brands are, but they're not creating value out of their non-value areas. And so I just took that and tried to create as much added value for both our end goal and also the consumer to continue doing business with us or investing with us or however you want to put that. So I think that's one of our superpowers. I just don't know anything, and they have to constantly fix my ideas and like shut me down and just like change the way I think at a fundamental level, which I love as a creative person. But sometimes it gets frustrating for everyone.
Yeah. So we will not be shipping cars on the blockchain. That is something that would require personal touch.
We can't tell you how we're going to address that yet.
Right. But like the sky is the limit with some of the economic energy that's possible in crypto that's not possible in the older industries. Sorry, you were going to say something, Whitney?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, and then I kept talking.
No.
Yeah, there's the things that you can do in crypto are truly limitless. Like no one's ever tested these boundaries before. No one that I've seen has ever taken a token and reduced the liquid supply to zero, like literally 0 tokens on a specific day. No one has come out with an evil address. So we have an evil address, which is like the OA in some instances or the benevolent address in others. We're just too lazy to convince people that it can help them. So we're just going to label it evil and bad right away. Go ahead.
I think it's more fun our way too. Yeah,
It
especially
is.
the way we're doing it.
Expect nothing but bad things from this address. Expect
Yeah.
this address to take food out of your kids' mouths, to kick your dog, to take all the tokens and take all the NFTs and hoard it for itself. Do not think this evil address is your friend. This evil address is going to have a very clear advantage from the get-go in this whole ecosystem. And it represents the Alpha Omega Corp and the Federation in our book. So in our book, you've got the bad guys that are stealing all the resources for themselves. And we have that in our tokenomics as well. So those are things that we've never seen people test and break, or just push to its limits. And then of course the other 6 tokenomics are things that we stole because they're awesome. The great thing about ideas and technology is, at least in crypto, it's pretty hard to protect your ideas and your tech because it's code. It's literally out there. And I mean, granted, you can like sue people and go after them and stuff like that for, intellectual property. But the truth is, we can rearrange things so quickly on blockchain that an idea is just an idea. And it's really seeing who can put that idea to its best use first. So, for instance, we have a limited supply, which I love. We have the evil address and the rapture. The rapture is what is going to eliminate all liquid tokens off the face of the earth for one day, at least one day only, which is, it's in 9.5 years. You guys got time, folks. It's not like you're going to get your token and within a week you've got to save it from the rapture. You get 33 chances to mint your token into an NFT. But once those 33 chances are up, if your token's not being put to use in a beneficial way, like liquidity providing, or it's not already in the giveaway address or the reward address or something to that effect, it's destroyed forever. It's gone. Like all the dead wallets, the people that forgot their seed phrases or people that forgot they had dark matter, they're gone. Like they're not in the ecosystem anymore. And so
It's like
on that day, there will be 0 liquid tokens.
It's like a Mad Max situation then, huh?
It is Mad Max. Like it's pure annihilation. All the tokens are going to be called home during the rapture. And like I said, that's something that I thought of when I was watching a reality TV. I may have been under the influence of some gummies and eating ice cream and cold cereal, but I was watching this reality TV show where they're trying to get this money, and if they didn't complete a task in time, the money blew up, like it was rigged with explosives. And I was like, why am I trying so hard to like reduce the supply of my token when I can eliminate it completely, when we can blow that thing up to pieces? And thankfully to like some really creative Solidity devs, they're like, oh yeah, we can do that. So
Yeah.
that's the 2. Let me think of the other 6 tokenomics real quick. Limited supply. There's a limited window for you to mint your NFTs, and there's a limited amount of NFTs because every dark matter token equals 1 NFT. So you can mint 1 NFT with 1 token, which means there's only a possibility of 1 million, but there's way less than that actually in actuality, in reality. And then we have, let me see, we have the giveaways, we have the rewards in the NFTs. So there's cash giveaways where you can take the cash reward off the outside of your NFT and dump it on the market if you want. You can take the cash reward off the outside of your NFT and mint more NFTs in the next round, And then, of course, there's the reward inside the NFT. And that's the game of chicken that we've seen play out in WhatsApp, where basically that NFT is going to grow in dark matter tokens and cash value until you unwrap it or break it open. So there will be people that, everyone has their price. Everyone has that level of fear and greed where they're like, I could pay off my house if I break open this pinata right now. Hopefully they'll put it on the market and sell the NFT to someone that's willing to let it continue to mature and gain value. But if they break it open, that's one of the only ways for these tokens to make it back on market. So there's that aspect. There's a couple more. Go ahead.
Is it kind of like one of the ocelots, the DeFi sloth kind of thing? And God, what's the other one? Anyway, the squirrel. Is it like one of those NFTs, but you could break it apart?
That's a really good question, and I'm not familiar with the ocelots. So you bring on that alpha to us.
Because they can trade their NFTs for tokens on the market, kind of thing. So you could like fractionalize an NFT, but they could like put it in a liquidity pool and then swap the NFT for the token that goes in the liquidity pool, vice versa. Kind of like
the 404 idea, where like if you have a whole token, it spins up an NFT, and then if you have less than a token, it destroys the NFT.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. Sloth would probably know more, but that's as far as my understanding goes. But it brings in some like good tokenomics along with that. Right?
I like that idea. I will say that our NFTs will not have much liquidity. They'll have cash value if you bust them open, and that's the end of them. But at the beginning of our project, there will not be a lot of liquidity in the NFTs themselves, other than what's already available on places like Mintra and NFTs on Pulse or OpenSea. There'll definitely be that way to buy and sell your NFT off the beginning. But no, we don't have anything like that where you can fractionalize it from the beginning of the project. But we do have some stuff down the road that is going to address our liquidity issues and make our stuff very liquid.
Because I was also thinking, like, if you have the token and then you pair it with another token, like from there you don't have the NFT. It's kind of like breaking apart the NFT, and then you don't have it, and it's stuck in liquidity at that point, to where you can only get the cash value, right?
Yeah,
you can't bring it back.
Yeah, you can't put the piggy bank back together. You can't put the pinata back together to fill back up with candy or coins. Once it's done, like you've lost your space in that reward.
So like it definitely is. It's definitely like a Watsa at that point.
Yeah, very, very, very much like a Watsa. And the other thing that was really interesting is we noticed that Texan had the ability to pay rewards without inflating its token, where basically it started with all of its token in a treasury, and then the treasury slowly bleeds out into the liquid supply to pay the stakers. And I thought that was a brilliant, but at the same time, I wanted to start with the treasury empty. So our treasury fills as people mint the NFT, and the giveaways fill as the people mint the NFT. So really, it's kind of like, I wouldn't say a one-way street, but it definitely bloats the reward systems and sucks more and more of the liquid token off the market. So as time progresses, so each of our journeys is about 105 days long. So you got 15 days to mint, and then you have a 90-day party, which is signifying our trip to Saturn, right? So during that 90 days, we do the giveaways and we have a lot of fun. And then on the 90th day is when the payouts happen on the inside of the NFTs. So every 105 days, we're going to be going through this. That's why it takes about 9.5 years to do the 33 journeys. But basically, as a couple of years into this, once we're on like series 5 or 6, it's going to become very, very apparent to people that it's going to be difficult to get one whole token at that point, I believe, to have one whole token and participate in the NFTs.
And people who want to really dig into like the structure and understand things at a deep level can read the book, or once I'm finished with it, because we've created the plot lines using the tokenomics. So throughout the story, I think there are just a ton of like micro learning moments to figure out the overall ecosystem that this structure exists in. I'm excited to see how people respond to it, but generally I think it'll be a great tool.
Go ahead.
With the treasury, is there any, since it just thought popped in, curiosity, is there any con to not having a treasury at the start?
Yeah. If you already have tokens in the treasury, the only place they can go is back onto the market,
Okay.
right? So we want the whole supply to hit the market as much as possible at the beginning and then be siphoned off the market and create scarcity like no one's ever seen before. Like when people, obviously coders are going to have a clear advantage of reading our smart contracts, and they're going to find the Easter eggs first and the public buttons and the things that we're putting into people's hands to really steer this. You actually get a route for the evil address or for the collective based on your, there's going to be public functions and buttons for people to hit. That being said, once people start digging into this and they have their coder friend explain what some of these functions do, or if they read the book and find these Easter eggs, they're going to be like, there's like no supply of this token. I'm saying there's 1 million of these tokens, and there will be 1 million of these tokens, but the supply that's going to hit the market and be sucked off the market is not much at all. So I see a future where people are building smart contracts kind of like the Maximus DAO contract, or like Bright Light was talking about, where you take your Lux, because each one of our dark matters is broken into pieces we call Luxite, or LUX, Lux, like good luck on winning the giveaways. And so you might be getting as many Lux as you can and putting that in a smart contract to get into some of the NFTs later. And then, of course, like I said, it's people have their price. So people are going to dump and they're going to sell despite themselves. There are people that sold $10 Bitcoin and were very happy with themselves. There are people that sold $100 Bitcoin, $1,000 Bitcoin, $10,000 Bitcoin, and they, were patting themselves on the back, and they went, they enjoyed their profits, and I'm happy for them. But, down the road, you look back and you're like, oh, wow, it's not that easy to get a whole Bitcoin these days. You know what I'm saying? And so that's really what we came at this with, was how do we make something as expensive and difficult to achieve as possible and really bring out the A game and the FOMO in people.
And with the thin liquidity, price performance, the thinner liquidity, I mean, the smaller, whatever.
Yeah, we're working with Crypto Sloth and with the liquidity providers in this ecosystem to make sure that we offer the best liquidity at the best time on the right version of these different dexes.
Between V2 and V3.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you got to start with V2 or people don't trust you. For instance, I was just working on the whitelist of the tokens that we were going to accept during the mining phase. So I said, what coins on Pulse do we want to accept for the mining phase, and which coins do we want to accept on base? And I went through there, and obviously we want something that has liquidity. We don't want to hurt the price of any tokens. And we also want something that people can get a hold of and participate with. And as I scrolled down, like V3 on a lot of these dexes were in the millions. They're like this many $1 million of liquidity on V3, this many million. But when you went to V2, it was 1/10 of the liquidity. It was 1/10 of, because all these people were on the sell side. They're dumping all their tokens. The VCs and the meme coins were putting all their liquidity on the sell side of V3. So really, there's not liquidity there unless you're, buying it. Basically, if you go to sell, you're competing with this giant sea of liquidity. So there's a big difference between V2 and 3, and there's definitely a place for V2 and V3. Like I was saying, we have the giveaways for 90 days, right? And so we have right now, if the code works out, we would have 10 giveaways over 90 days. So we'd have a giveaway every 9 days. And the giveaways start out just minuscule, like just dust. They're very, very small, but they grow exponentially through the 90 days. So they basically double every giveaway doubles in size. So that means that on day 81 and day 90, that's basically going to be this huge payout or giveaway to people that that's liquid, that they can actually go dump on the market if they want. So those are days that if you're thinking ahead and you're thinking, okay, someone might end up with 30, 40, 100 dark tokens, and they might come dump today. That's a good day to go on V3 and provide some buy liquidity where you think that spike or that wick might go. Do you know what I'm saying? So there will be a very clear pattern to our supply and to our price. And I think it's going to invite a lot of traders in that are going to try to front run the crashes and the pumps of that 105-day cycle. So instead of waiting 1,700 days, like you do 1,400 days for the Bitcoin cycle, we're having a Bitcoin cycle every 100 days, 105 days. That people are going to start coming and try. They're going to try to do their. People love to gamble. They're going to come in and try to front run dumps and pumps, and you're going to see a very clear pattern in our price based on that liquid supply being sucked off the market and then replenished, or sucked off and not replenished. There might be people that are expecting the winners of the giveaways to dump, and maybe the winners just turn around and mint in the next round to win the lottery in.
Every cycle, the pot gets bigger and bigger and bigger in it.
No, not necessarily. Every cycle, the pot is designed to exhaust. So the people that participate in that round of NFTs get to participate in those giveaways, but the next round is for the people that are minting in that round, if that makes any sense. So it's kind of like when you go get a Powerball ticket and it's good for like 1 or 2 drawings, and then you got to go buy another Powerball ticket. You've got to participate in the next NFT, which pumps up the treasury, which pumps up the giveaways. So as you can see, this is where it kind of starts to snowball in the simulations that we've been doing.
Wow. All right.
And this is the most that I've gone into detail ever. And this is the first time I told people we're giving away cars.
Yeah.
I don't know what I think. I don't know what I ate for lunch, but I'm easily influenced today. I think it's streaming with Whitney and all of her positivity, where I'm like, it's safe to share the secrets. It's safe. It's abundance. It's abundance, right? Right, Whitney?
Oh, yes, it is. Okay, wait. Next secret. When is the car being given away?
As soon as someone hits the rank. As soon as someone hits that rank. I don't remember which rank it is off the top of my head. But Cody knows which rank is which. And obviously, go ahead.
And ideally, we'll be giving a car away every single time somebody hits that rank. So you reach that rank, you get a car.
So my question is, what kind of car? Are we talking like Honda Civics or Lamborghini?
We have an idea of what we would like. We're looking at a few different options and talking to manufacturers about potentially doing some sort of partnership or deal. But I don't know, Max, how do you want to talk about value yet?
No, Cody. The names and models that Cody
I thought I would ask
are insane. Like I read it and I'm like, did he misspell that word? No, these are high-end cars. These aren't like, Priuses that we're dropping off wrapped in an anti-gravity logo. This is like, these are the cars that when you go to Vegas, that the valet people park them 20 feet away. Like, these are the nice cars. I'm just going to say
not the nicest cars they do that with, though. Don't get your hopes up.
X Glenn says 1987 Buick.
How do you know?
We should just, people in the comments section, just start rattling off some names and we'll get some yeses and nos. And then before you know it, we'll get to the right one.
Blink once for yes, twice for no. No, they're something that you would be pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Not something that, most people would just go pick up off the lot.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
It will require dedication to the collective, and that's what the reward is for, is the dedication to the collective.
Yeah. Yeah, we're really incentivizing people to participate early and often and help us in that token crisis. So like these behaviors are going to be behaviors that really suck that liquid supply off the market, really push. We want our token to scream. We want our token to scream even in the bear market. And granted, because of Hart's law and we're building on Pulse, we know that Pulse is going to be dragged up and down with Ethereum, Bitcoin. We know that. But we want to be like an outlier and something that, really kind of, we want to be the first person to decorrelate from the whole cycle, to really create our own cycle. And the way that you create your own cycle is by creating your own community of true believers. And we saw Hex decorrelate and have its own little bull run by itself because of the community and because of some of the things that Richard Hart put together. And I think we can take that idea with our tokenomics, and I think we can see how far we can bend this thing till it breaks.
So you said every cycle is 106 days?
105, except for the first cycle. So the very first cycle, people will have 30 days to mint because it's new and we want to give them a couple more weeks to figure it out and mint. After that, it's going to be, so it's 30 days followed by 90 days. And then after that, it's 15 days followed by 90 days. So 105 days.
That's going to make an interesting price chart. I tell you that.
Yeah. What I envision is, you know, the shark tooth chart that has the little wicks going up. I kind of picture that inversed, but still going up. Does that make sense? So almost like a hump and then a drop, because liquidity is going to hit the market at the same time. But at the same time, right after everyone wins their giveaways and dumps and takes profit if they wish, the next minting cycle starts immediately.
It's just
to where we see,
back up.
yeah, we're just going to get like a lump and then a lump and then a lump. And people are going to get used to that and try to trade that and front run that. And that's when the fun's going to begin, is to see what pattern the chart makes and how much of a token crisis we can create.
Yeah, there's a lot of behavior that we won't be able to foresee. So we've tried to consider a lot of different behavior scenarios at different situations. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. And we know that people love to FOMO and people love to gamble, but we also know that people, when we watch the What's a Game of Chicken, people will kill themselves for the high score on a video game, right? For that recognition of being like the last man standing or the person with the, the best record. There's a real big drive for human beings to seek that recognition and that validation that comes with being in the top of the top percent. And so we're really pushing that and rewarding that in a way that benefits everyone in the ecosystem, not just them getting, the ranks or having the most valuable NFT on the market, but also they're doing behavior that benefits the new person that just bought it and just wants to, get an NFT and go for a ride and join the community. So, yeah, I'm all chilled out. I'm going to take a break. I'm just going to sit here and breathe and stretch for a second.
Yeah. We put a lot of thought into it. I mean, we put a lot of thought into the strategy behind the collective. We put a lot of thought into like how we wanted to implement it all and how the community, the existing community might absorb it and potentially run with it. And of course, Max, all of the great ideas come from Max, and he knows this, market so well, this chain so well, that it's been just a hell of a ride putting everything together.
Well, I've had a lot of horrible ideas for 3 years. I've bounced a lot of horrendous ideas off of founders and coders and builders in our community. Like, I would be at a party in Vegas with him, let's say, the music's blaring and I'm yelling into the ear of somebody my idea of a tokenomic, and they would finish my sentence and tell me why it wouldn't work in like an area where you can't even hear people think. Like, this is the level of intelligence and passion that we have in this community. And speaking of this community, if you guys have not watched my stream with Lightbright over the last couple times, and I'll be on his stream as well, on his channel as well. Watch for that, and go watch my stream with Whitney, and like and subscribe to both these guys, because they're both really cool YouTubers in our community.
I'm really curious to how this plays out.
Say what?
I'm really curious. Oh, sorry.
Get involved and keep watching.
Yeah, I appreciate letting me come on. It was a really good stream with Whitney and you.
Thank you.
That was it opened my eyes a little bit more, because I have liked the way you guys have been marketing this, like releasing a little bit of information at a time, while the bonus or the 11 it drops in X's, let's just say, and you've been giving out more and more and more information along the way to kind of paint the picture, and it's starting to appeal to me, the mechanics of it, which ain't even fully explained.
It seems like a plan, right? Like we're giving you breadcrumbs to just kind of keep you interested. But the truth is most of the stuff that we tell you, Max just gets too damn excited about and says it.
I do get very impatient, and code is hard. Like, we put together the WishWell, we put together the code, we put together the website, the front end, and the back end, and we launched it, and it didn't work. And it's like, oh, there's this little problem over here in the indexing or this or that. So we go and we fix that. Now we're like, now it'll work, and it doesn't work. And then like 3 weeks later, we're like, okay, it finally works. It finally shows people the NFTs. It shows them the right amount, the right points, because we want to, get this point system going and this game going. And then when we finally get to the point where like, oh, things finally work. Well, now it's time for the next era. Now we're working on the website for the mining, and we're working on the front end and back end and design of the mining. And it's nothing ever happens fast enough for me in coding and blockchain. Nothing, because it's like this process that I'm not used to, where you build something and see if it works. And 9 times out of 10, it doesn't work. And so you tweak it, and it still doesn't. So there's this such a strange process compared to what I'm used to, that unless you're like a coder, you probably don't understand like just the complexities. And the fact that we're putting 11 smart contracts together is ridiculous. It's not wise. It's not wise to put that many moving parts together. But when we boil them all down, each one does a very specific function, and usually only does 1 or 2 things. And then it interacts with the other contracts that do 1 or 2 things. So like one of the smart contracts is just for the minting of the NFTs. That's it. It lets you wrap and unwrap, and it lets you get your reward out of the inside. That's it. That's it. Then you have like the one for the giveaways. You have one just for the managing the journeys and the clock, right? Then you have one that's just for random number generator, so that you can have a fair giveaway that people can't game and hack. So there's all these very specific functions that we're hoping make this thing ironclad. Yeah.
When you're designing, like with all the code intricacies, do you first start off with like the human behavior behind it, and then add these things? Kind of like, do you start off where it's like, we have the human behavior and we want to get them to X, Y, and Z? What are the code things that layer in that would have them respond in a way? Is that kind of how you're journeying? Because I can imagine how like complicated it would be to be like, this code has come up and then the human isn't responding. Like, it's the testing, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot like that. It's kind of like this dreamer, like visionary. That's why I think I get the pulse ray vision, the hex ray vision, is because I have this vision of the future, right? Where this guy just walks up and he's like, I imagine a car that can do this, this, and this, and it looks like this.
Yeah.
Now, that crazy guy like myself is not an engineer. They're not a mechanic. They may or may not understand how fuel combustion works, but they have this dream. They have this goal, this vision to build something great. And he brings it to the engineers, and the engineers say, well, if you want this to be shaped like this, we need to use this material. If you want the car to be able to go this fast, it needs to have these components. So we've had a lot of conversations with devs over the years where we're like, if we wanted to do this, what would it take? And they'd say, well, you need to build this, this, and this logic, and then you'd have to build this on top of it. And, you know, so for instance, we've had to learn a lot of the coding aspects and functions in coding to understand what we can do and what we can't do. And the team that we're working with is honestly amazing. Like, we found that the dev we're working with right now, we went to his LinkedIn, and his LinkedIn said that his passion is finding new and unused use cases for NFTs and blockchains. So like, he's already in it to like experiment and get crazy. He's the type of guy that it was serendipitous that we hooked up with him. But he's the guy that's like, well, this is going to take a bit longer, or, well, we need to build this way. So for instance, like the Rapture, I said, can we make a coin that destroys certain coins but not others? And most people would just say no. Right? They're like, no, you can destroy the whole thing, or you can whatever. But he was so creative. He's like, yeah, it's, you know, you would need to keep a whitelist of the addresses that you didn't want to destroy. Basically respawn. So his answer was, yeah, you can, but you have to destroy the entire supply and then respawn just the addresses that you want to live. Does that make sense? So basically, we will have a whitelist, because I mean, 9.5 years is an eternity in crypto. We have no idea what kind of liquidity providing or bonds or pairs are going to be advantageous for us to use, burning mechanisms and so forth. So we're going to have, obviously, the addresses that we already know benefit the community, such as liquidity providing in the treasury and giveaways and stuff. And so that's just something that we're going to have to manage over the next 9.5 years, is that list. And, you know, it's going to be a new experience, and it's going to create a level of trust from the community. We're not going to mess that up. But at the same time, when you're making something brand new, like the Wright brothers or something like that, you've got to live on the edge just a little bit, and then you roll it back and you let the professionals, the auditors, the testnet, the white hat hackers, you let them come at it and devour it and try to find any chinks in the army, any loopholes or bugs.
So I was going to say, I kind of wanted to take a stab at that question as well. When it comes to like our technical product design, we have a secret weapon, and that secret weapon is the fact that our visionary, Pulse Ray Vision, is also a perfect example of our target market. So he has developed a product that solves the needs of the same people that he is. And so we got a huge jump start off of that. And one of his other amazing talents is that he's just a straight up natural leader, and he knows how to put the right people in the right positions. And so while we're developing the way that this system gets absorbed by the consumer, we are baking in a lot of consumer behavioral studies and different ways of bundling things together to make them easier to understand or easier to convert on, essentially. And so behaviorally, yes, we're also doing that, like, just throughout the system.
Yeah, I would say there's a lot of catalysts that build on each other in this system, to where like A plus B gets you this much of a result, but if you add C, it like adds more and more. It compounds. So really, we're trying to compound these different ideas
Yep.
into something that is hopefully going to shock crypto and really get the attention of everyone outside the pulse chain community, and really like we really want to be the model for community building. We want to be the place that people go to have fun and feel welcomed and make money and just enjoy this experience together, because at the end of the day it's all just a journey, right?
Listen to music and just like have weird conversations. And
yeah, if you guys, like I said, if you guys haven't liked and subscribed to Whitney's website, and she also offers course and coaching in crypto for you guys, go there and do that. Where can people find you and follow you, Whitney? What's the best way to get in touch with you?
Twitter, Whitney_magic, Instagram, Whitney.magic.crypto, Whitney Magic everywhere, basically. And then website, that's it. Feel free to say hi to me wherever. Doing more lives and YouTubing stuff as well. So yeah.
That's great. And we hope to have you back here, and I hope to come back on your channel to deliver some of these other things that we want to shock people with that we haven't even mentioned yet. So I'd love to update you and have you back on this channel as well, because you bring such a good energy and such a cool audience with you. So thank you so much for being here.
You're so welcome. Thank you for having me. Also, I would love to see Jamie model the space shoot and the watch. Yeah. Like start working her.
Oh man. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, that's an easy thing to get done.
We can do it.
Good to just I like the way you're thinking though. You're thinking in the right direction.
Yep, she would have so much fun with it. That's where I'm just like,
yeah.
But both of you are just so charismatic that I'm like, we need more Jamie.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, all right. Well, I will catch you guys another time. So glad to be here and hang out with you guys tonight. And yeah, I loved all the announcements. This car mode, I'm so curious to see. I'm so curious to see what's here.
You guys got more out of us than anyone in 50 days.
I mean,
50 days of streaming, we have not spilled this kind of beans.
Nice meeting you, Wendy.
Okay, nice to meet you. Take care. Bye.
So I've been rambling so much we completely missed the rollover.
Oh, dude, we missed the rollover by almost an hour.
Well, and here's the
deal. Already New Year's. It's already New Year's.
Yeah. A rough
New
Year's. I've got to kiss somebody. We've
Oh, here, wait. Where am I on your screen? Am I below you?
There we go.
Come on, one more.
Okay.
There you go.
I give Cody what he wants because Cody gives us what we want as a team. He's the man. This is obviously this clock is going to get.
That wasn't sexual harassment.
That wasn't sexual. It was not coercion. We are going to reset this clock. Like I said, our rough guess right now from our team is July 25th for starting the mining era.
Oh, I should change that.
And there's quite a few announcements that are going to come out between now and then that I will make people really happy about a couple things. Shout out to Disclosure Crypto and Fast Abdul and Moondog, and of course Hex Glenn and Sloth. Thank you so much for being here, guys. But yeah, we're going to reset this clock, and then there's going to be a legit proper countdown going from the WishWell era into the mining era. So this clock does serve a purpose. It's also the clock that we're going to be using when we're counting down to giveaways and ends of journey and events and things like that. So there will always be a clock counting down on our website, like for the foreseeable future, to something exciting and interactive. I'll just say interactive because there's a lot of buttons, a lot of public buttons that we're working on that we haven't even revealed to you some of those tokenomics. Those are behind the scene tokenomics. So
this is going to be interesting when all the hex stakes come out, and they're going to want more of these.
Well, the truth is, anything that sucks up economic energy and holds it in our ecosystem is a good thing for the whole chain, right? Yeah. Anything that gets new people to show up and play this game and party with us is going to bring more. It's like Metcalfe's law, right? Like the law of network. The more people that we get in here and keep in here with positivity and innovation and fun, the more that everyone in Pulse Chain is going to win. So, I mean, I've heard a lot of negativity from people, especially in the beginning when the OGs started rolling out with their own coins. They caught a lot of flack. Like Hedron caught so much flack back in the day, even though it was giving us extra options and extra economic energy in Hex. But as time's gone on, people keep this narrative of, your vampire attacking the community. It's simply not true, because this community, unlike Bitcoin, needs to evolve and advance. Shout out to Crispy, the magic. Yeah, you just missed the magic. Whitney Magic just left the building, and you should definitely catch the replay and jump on that and watch her and my stream with her. We talked a lot about what she's got going on in her community, which is beautiful. But I forget. I just lost track of where I was going. Right,
Max, refresh your browser.
Okay.
It'll be 0 now. Tell me if it's 0.
Zeros. We got zeros. Nope.
Cool.
Now we got 48. It's
Wonderful.
switching between 48 and zeros. So
Great.
this is set to July 25th, which is a rough
It
guess.
should stick to that now.
Yeah, we've told our development team to add a week to all of their estimates, because every one of their estimates has been like a week longer. It's been a week delayed in everything that we've been doing. And so we just started telling them to add a week to everything that all their estimates on coming out with stuff. So this is really cool. And this is, 23 hours, 7 minutes until that day goes lower, lower, lower. Obviously on Friday, we're going to be up in Salt Lake City at the Purist concert. And so we're going to try to live stream I put that on our Twitter and I put that out on Telegram. We finally know where we're going to eat on Friday. We're going to be eating at Hall Pass at the Gateway Mall. It's a cool place with a bunch of little, it's almost like they put food trucks inside of a little food court area. And so you can go and get a drink or, a variety of different restaurants right there. We'll be meeting there at 5 p.m. Utah time, Mountain Standard Time. We're going to be meeting there, and that's literally a 2-minute walk to the depot, to the venue where the concert is.
And so there's underground parking there, right there. So you can just park there and be there all night.
Yeah, which we hope you guys come and party. But if you could only come and hang out at Hall Pass and grab a drink with us, we are happy to see you there. If you want to spend the whole night and go to the concert with us, we will be rocking out with you at the concert. And maybe even after the concert, there's too much nerdy energy inside of crypto people that once we get together, we're like 9-year-olds at a sleepover. We don't know when to quit. We don't know when to call it a night. Some of these conversations go into the wee hours of the morning, and it's beautiful. So if you guys can make it there, please come and hang out with us. What's that?
I'll make sure to drink some coffee.
Yeah, definitely some coffee. And of course, this stream is brought to you by 5 Hour Energy.
No, it's not.
5 Hour Energy and Little Caesars Pizza. If you guys want something affordable for dinner that's just easy to hot and ready to go to Little Caesars to pick up a nice hot and ready. And as you're, trying to get that energy back to hang out and play with your kids, grab a 5 Hour Energy and slug that down for your evening.
I finally put my project on the Forge.
You did?
Oh, good.
Let's pull it up.
At least I applied for it.
Okay.
I submitted it. I don't know when it's going to pop up or whatnot, but I'm on the Forge.
Mark's really good with that, and we have another pitch coming up, another pitch stream coming up.
Probably what I got to go on first before it gets put on the projects page.
Yeah, you could probably come and pitch anytime. We had some crazy pitches last time, But as you can see, if you guys go to forgenfts.com and go to feed, projects, community, light paper, there's all these micro reviews. So people have been kind enough to write 5 micro reviews on anti-gravity. There's 8 on Bet on Pulse. Pulse Farms got 6. And these, you can also add comments and suggestions to these projects of what you want to see or what you might add to this project. So look for the YEP token to be added here to the micro reviews. And then if you like someone's micro review, make sure to go read it and give it an upvote and comment with any questions or your own. Register and write your own micro reviews here. And this is where it's all going down. And like I said, we should be doing another stream with Mark with some pitches. So definitely hit up those guys in Telegram and tell them you want to be on the next pitch stream so you can get that out there.
I definitely hope. I did a little bit for the NFTs, so we'll see with that. But I figured I needed the NFT for this, but then I realized you didn't. But whatever, it is what it is.
It is what it is, and
the Pulse chain anyway. So
yeah, and their NFTs are really unique in the way that they give you special voting powers and different things that you can do to keep the community in check and promote things that you see value in. And also, when a project goes through there and has a token, like an airdrop for the people that helped create it and develop it, then that airdrop goes to the NFT holders. So you could be getting some very cool tokens in the future for participating in this community and showing your love and support. So this is I think by far the best launch pad that I've seen in crypto. A lot of the other ones are not. They're easily manipulated. I'll just say that.
I like how decentralized it is, especially with the NFTs.
Mm-hmm.
But it took me I've known about it for a couple months, because he's been on streams, Mark. But I'm like, should I? Is it even for already launched projects? This and that. But no, all you have to do is submit your project, and then if it gets put up there, it gets put up there, and then all you got to do is pitch, and see if people like your project, and then you get micro reviewed, and you can just go from there. Especially if you want to build on top of something that you've already built.
Yeah, and this sister site, which I'm punching in right now, curator.com, is somewhere where you can get reviews on tokens on any chain, anywhere. So
really?
Yeah, so this is the Forge is the place for incubation and launch pads, but the place that they've already built that's pretty dang cool. Let me share that screen real quick. Present, share screen, curator right there. Share, and let me unfreeze my face. No, that's fine. I look like I'm looking at a cat who wants to be fed. So here's Curator right here, and you can type in all sorts of stuff on Curator. Like you can look and see what people think about Bitcoin, for crying out loud. And if you want to participate in here, you actually have to write a few micro reviews yourself and submit those to the analysts that are already writing on this. But here's this guy Tiamama Damaman, and he's a big fan of Bitcoin, and he'll tell you why right here. There's his review on Bitcoin. You can find all sorts of stuff, and this is where you could actually get a review of any token. Right here is on curator.com, and you just type in anything. Let's see, micro review. There's a micro review right now on proof of no work dev. I love crypto, but I hate Bitcoin. Ever since I got into crypto, I've never understood why people like Bitcoin so much. So here's Pondov Dev, one of our very close friends, giving Bitcoin a 1 star. I love it. Yeah, and so there's a lot of differentiating views just on this one, and there are simply not like when Pulse Chain first came out. There was so much hate. There was so much hate on Texan and Pulse and Hex on here. People were just beating the shit out of it. And over time, more of our community has become active here and adding and correcting a lot of the false information that people were putting on here. And that's part of the beauty of the Forge is like when someone comes on and throws a bunch of FUD or nonsense on here, you can actually slash that analyst and super upvote the good analysts. So I love the way that these two projects are coming together, Curator and Forge.
I need to get on the Curator then. So
yeah, definitely check out Curator. They've been working on this site for years, and they've also been working on the Forge for a very long time and just really bootstrapping and building it from the ground up. So I'm so happy to be hanging out with these guys. Crypto Sloth just had a stream with these guys with the Forge. So check his stream out. Randy Hilarski and I have both been hosting streams. So we're really pushing all this misdirected, misguided energy of people infighting and squabbling over meme coins. We can put all that energy to good use and really get really great information out there for people on these websites.
I watched the one with Randy and probably Crypto Sloth was just last night, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Watch that one. That one, the bell went off in my head, and I'm like, oh wait, what the hell am I doing? So I put my project on the page, and I'm like, yeah, I just did it yesterday, but you know.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I finally got it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, thanks to you and Whitney Magic. This is the first stream that I'm going to tell people not to go back and watch. Do not replay gang this stream because I've said way too much in the hopes of making you guys shit your pants. And I think I don't know. I hope that I succeeded in making a couple of you guys be like, what is he talking about? Because I've said too much on this stream. So do not go back and watch this stream. Go back and watch the other ones where I'm just telling dad jokes, please. And as we roll out more of this stuff, we really want to underpromise and overdeliver, which is difficult for me because I get really excited and really impatient. And as you know, I mean, you know what it's like. You've been building your own website, your own token, and working, and nothing happens at lightning speed in this community. It takes serious work and dedication and consistency. You got to keep showing up if you want to breathe life into crypto. And so it's nice to be able to hang out with people like yourself and other builders that kind of understand like the work that goes on in the background. So thank you so much.
I appreciate you for I love the fact that this community has like the StreamYard links. Like, yeah, let's jump on. Let's talk about it. Let's fight about it. Let's debate about it. Let's whatever about it and figure it out to where we can just grow stronger together. You know what I mean? Even if we disagree sometimes. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so bullish on Pulse Chain and Hex. And it's because of the community. So that's one of the reasons why I launched what I did, to help with the positivity.
Yeah, and without streaming, I would not know what's going on in any other project. There's too much stuff going on and too much stuff being built, like Fast Abdul with his fucks and two fucks ecosystem. I don't get it. I don't have like 2 or 3 days to just study it because I'm building my own stuff. And so the fact that we can bring him on stream, or I can join him on Discourse Syndicate, or I can join him on the DGen Roundtable and get those cliff notes and those downloads from the community is what makes this. It's the only thing that keeps us up to date with all the stuff being built. So
that's one of the reasons why I joined No Permissions, is because it's like it condenses it all into one area, and you're like, okay, I can go to this group and see all the updates. I can go to this group underneath No Permission, you know what I mean, and just get all the right information and not have to worry about scammers or whatever. You know what I mean? It's way, wow. took the stress out of it for me.
Yeah, it just concentrates it and puts it in one place so you can stay up to date, because things move really fast in our community. I'll just put it that way. I mean, crypto, things move fast, but like we're breaking necks at some of the stuff we're doing here. Just liquid loans and earn protocol. Like, yeah, they forked Liquidity, but they didn't have the community that we have. They didn't have the L1 that we have. They just, yeah, there's just one little thing is impressing the hell out of people. And when people find out what's going on over here at Pulse Chain, it's game over. Like we are the vanguard. We are the leaders.
It's just, I've been watching documentaries on like Warren Buffett and all those top traders and stuff like that, and it relates back to this community to me. I'm just like, all these guys that made billions of dollars, like Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger and all them guys, they had the grit just like this community does right now to get where they're at, as long as they stuck with it. You know what I mean? And yes, they've had failures, but they, you know, came on top sometimes too. You know, it's, yeah, those documentaries definitely remind me of people in this community and the narratives, and yeah, how much grit it takes to keep moving forward.
Yeah, resilience, the resilience of a rancher, the resilience of a blue collar worker. That we have so many vets and blue collar workers in this community that understand grit and determination. I agree with that 100%. I'm going to play us out with my favorite song lately of Purist. And yeah, I thanks for an amazing stream. Day 50 is over. Like, day 50 is never going to come again in the anti-gravity project. And when we leave the WishWell era, I mean, actually, the WishWell is going to stay open like indefinitely, because we're only giving out bonus points through the first 3 minting phases of our project. And so after that, the community and the collective and the ranks are going to grow through the WishWell and through specific behavior. So that's going to stay alive, but it's going to, once we go through the minting era and the mining era, like, it's over, like it's history, you know? So enjoy today while it lasts. Enjoy your family and your loved ones and your food and your soft bed and all the good things you have today. Yeah, just enjoy the journey. That's all I'm going to leave you guys with. And let me throw on Headlights by Purist, which it's not like, it doesn't have a really hard beat or anything like that, but its melody is insane. So enjoy this, and I hope to see you guys on Friday in Salt Lake City. I'll be hanging out with you guys tomorrow. I'm jumping on stream with Lightbright here tomorrow, and we're gonna say some crazy stuff. We're gonna try to get you to shit your pants again. That's all I'm gonna say. So have a wonderful evening. It's great to hang out with you, Lightbright. Where can people find you and find out more about Yep Token?
Brightlight 57 at Red Ray 57. You can guess my name from there. My name's Ray. Brightlight's play on my name. Figure it out. But you can find me on there, or you can find all my links on yeponpulse.com, yeponpulse.com.
Beautiful. And we'll be streaming again. He'll be hanging out here with us on stream. We'll be hanging out with him and Randy Hilarski and a lot of the other cool dudes. So just stay tuned, and thank you for joining us for this wonderful journey. We love you, and we'll see you hopefully in Salt Lake. We'll see you almost every day here on stream too. So love ya.
Can't tell what's ahead and how the last weekend went. Don't know what you said, my Is it in my mind? Is it in my mind? It's in my mind. Is it in my mind? It's in my mind.
All right. That's it. We love you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.